Going to go into the world of cybersecurity, and we're going to delve into 15 must-know terms. These terms are going to help you handle the world of cybersecurity with confidence and feel as though you know some of the key terms that you're going to hear discussed when you hear about cybersecurity. So let's dive into these 15 must-know terms. First thing we're going to do is lay the groundwork for security fundamentals related to cybersecurity. Let's first define cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the process of safeguarding networks, devices, data from attacks. This can include unauthorized attacks from outside sources and also internal attacks. Now let's talk about the word vulnerability. A vulnerability is a weakness in a system's security that can be vulnerable to an outside attack. Now let's talk about what a threat is. A threat is a vulnerability that can exploit weaknesses in data or system security. The next thing we're going to talk about is layers of defense. Let's imagine cybersecurity as layers of defense. Let's talk about those different layers. The first layer we're going to talk about is a firewall. A firewall is a barrier that helps monitor incoming and outgoing traffic on a network. Another layer is antivirus. Antivirus is software that helps detect, prevent, and remove malicious software. This can include viruses, trojans, and worms. A third layer of defense is encryption. Encryption is the process of taking data and turning it into code to prevent it from having unauthorized access. Now let's talk about authentication and access. These are the keys to digital doors. Who can get in? Who can get out? Authentication and access control. So what is authentication? Authentication is verifying users through multiple forms. This could be through biometrics, passwords, or device tokens. An important layer of access that you should be sure to be using is two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication requires authentication from two different sources in order to acquire access. Both of these sources require identification. Let's talk about what access control is. Access control is determining who can access information within a system or a network, and determining who should have access and having protocols and rules in place to make sure that only the people who necessarily can access specific data or system information have that access. Let's talk about the benefits of an incident response plan. An incident response plan is a structured approach to responding to a cybersecurity incident. An important part of this plan is an SOC, a Security Operations Center. The Security Operations Center is a centralized team designed to monitor and detect these threats and respond to them appropriately. An important part of the response is understanding forensics. Forensics is important around determining the cause of a cyber issue and collecting data to help support determining the best solutions to prevent it from happening again, or determining what data has been lost and if there's any potential future issues. The final big part of this is the threat actors and their techniques. Who are the players? What are their moves? Let's explore some of their techniques. One of the most common terms is the term hacker. A hacker is a person who gains unauthorized access for their own personal gain or mischief. Phishing is another threat. Phishing is deceptive tactics using emails or websites in order to collect personal, banking, personal identification information from individuals who believe they're clicking on something that is appropriate for them. The goal is to trick the user into identifying personal information and providing it to the threat actor who's sent the phishing message, or design the site to have you log into inappropriately. Malware. Malware is malicious software specifically designed to harm systems. It can be found in emails, links, downloaded software, downloaded items from the internet. Malware is specifically designed to create issues on systems and create problems for the user and the network. So there you go, 15 essential cybersecurity terms that you really need to know and have a basic understanding of in order to function today in today's world with malicious attacks and really trying to make an effort to protect your network, not only in your workplace, but also at home. I hope I've been able to demystify some of this language for you today. By going through this, you're taking a proactive step at safeguarding your online work and protecting your own personal data. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with friends. And for more exciting content, please come on back again and visit digitalfutureseducation.com and check out the videos that are on the channel. I appreciate your time and have a great day. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into cybersecurity. Understanding some basics around cybersecurity is really tremendously important, especially in these days and age where there's issues happening all the time. Whether you're browsing the web, using social media, or shopping online, having a basic understanding of some of the important components of cybersecurity will help you tremendously while working online. First things first, let's understand what cybersecurity means. Cybersecurity is all about protecting our devices and our personal data from hackers, malware, viruses, and a lot of the common threats that happen online. One of the first things that you can set up to help ensure cybersecurity for yourself and your personal information is two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication ensures that your information when entered is verified by an additional digital source that the person entering the information may not have access to. Also, along with two-factor authentication, you need to have strong passwords. Having a simple password or a simple way of accessing a device using fingerprint only is not secure. Be sure your passwords have the minimum requirements required by the application, and also make sure that there's something that you can remember, such as a phrase. Stay away from simple terms that others may be able to know. Create unique passwords with a blend of numbers, symbols, and letters. And of course, like I mentioned before, enable two-factor authentication so that when logging into one device, it may require that you provide access through another device that's yours. The next most important topic that I want to talk about is recognizing phishing attempts. Phishing is a common online scam where scammers attempt to get you to provide them with your personal information. This information can consist of credit card or bank information. Please be sure that you're aware of who's sending you the email, and always check the sender of the email for any odd or suspicious looking emails that are being sent to you from whether it's a bank or someone else requesting any personally identifiable information or bank information. And always be suspicious of any email asking for this type of information. The next most important topic I want to talk about is virus protection for your devices. You want to be sure that your devices have virus protection and you update them often. Updates are important to help the security of the device and keep your device up and running in a way that it's receiving updates from the manufacturer or the software that you're using. These updates often include very important security features. So please keep that in mind and take the time to update your devices. Be sure to install a reputable antivirus software on your computer so that you make sure that your device is protected from outside threats. The next topic I want to talk about is public Wi-Fi. Please be cautious when using public Wi-Fi sources. Often they are vulnerable and can be attacked by hackers very easily. Avoid doing any financial transactions on these public Wi-Fi sources, and be sure to always, if you have your own data source or a secure data source, use that instead if you're going to be doing any sharing of personal information over the web or banking information. There you have it. That's a basic overview of cybersecurity for beginners. Be sure to take this advice and use it. It's important that you protect yourself, your data, and your devices from malicious hackers or other online sources that are looking to take your personal or private information or your banking information. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for visiting Digital Futures Education.